The best of the Morning X.
99X.
Leslie got an email from somebody who says that please tell Leslie I was at the Paul McCartney concert Monday.
Oh, boy.
And was sitting a few rows behind her and saw her, and she did not look silly.
Well, that was nice.
Because I get earlier
Leslie
you
stood
thought,
up the whole time.
Huh?
Leslie stood up the entire concert.
Was standing the whole concert and was concerned that she was looking silly. You didn't look silly. You looked like you were having a great time. You're singing along. I have never.
Never seen me sing?
I've never seen
every
you.
word.
You don't even sing Bob's theme song when he's here on Thursdays.
Because I don't know the words.
And it's your job to sing.
I don't know the words.
But I've never seen you sing at a concert.
I was worried because when there were a lot of people around me that, weren't as excited as I was. And I always worry about people sitting behind me. Because, if they're sitting down and you're standing up, you're in their way. And
well, you are in their way, and those people paid the same amount of money, or probably, actually, I'm sorry, those people probably paid money, and
I didn't.
And you didn't.
But if you're sitting that close, okay, and you're sitting like 5 or 6 rows, like in front of the stage, you're obviously a big fan. So
no, that's not necessarily true, and that's the problem.
Well, there are a lot of people that do get them from the fan club and stuff. Like McCartney had tickets that went to the fan club, and a lot of those people were on the front row. Yeah,
but the problem is that a lot of performers and a lot of record companies hold certain seats for industry people.
Sure.
And that's the one downside about sitting up close is a lot of times, because we get tickets here at the station, a lot of times you end up sitting in a section with record company executives and people who are going just because they got the free tickets, who, have maybe in a passing manner are fans, and then you end up in a dead section.
See, I've never gotten upset if somebody in front of me is standing up the whole time because I know that they're excited about the show. But I always worry because I was up the whole time and I'm thinking, I bet these people behind me are ticked off.
It depends. I fall in the middle of this because I would never put myself down there knowing if I wasn't going to, because when I go to a concert, I chill.
Yeah, you chill.
I'm totally on the DL. I mean, right. I'm going to watch and just chill out and watch. But if I sit up in the arena and some jackass stands up the whole time, then I got a problem with it because that's what those seats are for.
What do you mean?
When they're in front of you and you paid money for a ticket and you're sitting there and this person is in front of you standing up in the arena, take your ass down to the floor if you want to stand up the whole time.
Sometimes you can't get those floor seats. You get the tickets you can get. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if someone blocks your view the whole time because they feel like they want to stand up, and the majority, I'm saying when the majority is sitting.
I don't care. I think if you want to stand up at a concert, I mean, that's
your one chance to see that band or that
artist. Well, then don't get pissed off when you get clocked in the back of the head with something because that happens all the time.
But if you're at a concert, people are going to stand up.
So you're in the right because you're the one person standing and 500 are sitting?
I don't think it's a matter of being in the right. I think when you go to a concert, you know that there are going to be people standing up, and you may have somebody standing up in front of you.
That's your prerogative as a concert goer. I think.
Absolutely.
That's just my opinion.
No, I think
it's
so.
also
I don't think it
prerogative
matters
to sit in the seat and enjoy the concert.
Well,
that's what the seat's there. If they wanted you all just to stand, they would just put an open cement floor there and let you stand up.
Well, that's true, but
maybe some people can't stand. Maybe they have knee issues. Who knows why they're sitting?
Well, there are certain risks or things that you accept when you go to a concert. One of them is that there are going to be people standing up.
And one of them is you may get hit in the back of the head with a bottle because you're the one person standing up blocking 50 other people.
I mean, I think if you are at a rock show, any kind of a rock show, most of the time people stand up, even in the seats on the sides of the arena.
Yeah, I don't think it matters if you're on the floor or
now, there are points when everyone stands up and yeah. But when everybody sits down, I think that it's time to sit down.
See, I know what you're saying, Barnes.
When you're the one person blocking people's view and then people are drinking and they're getting pissed. Now, in the front, I think it's different because I think that is an atmosphere. That's where the diehards are. Whether it's the pit, whether it's because that's just like saying, well, if you're down there trying to watch the concert and somebody's moshing, well, the majority in that area is moshing, so you better get your ass out of the way.
Wait, if you're seeing a legendary act like McCartney and the only tickets you can get are in section 300.
Here's the thing. First of all, I don't think it matters where you're sitting for two reasons. You said before the break, you said up front it's different because that's where all the hardcore fans are, and that is just not true.
It's not true.
It just so happens. Well, take the Paul McCartney show. I'm guessing there were a lot of hardcore fans in the back who couldn't afford $252 a seat. That doesn't mean that you're not hardcore.
I'm still saying the people in the front, I mean, whether you work your way up to the front or whether you're down there to begin with, you should expect people are going to be standing there.
But
Whether it's hardcore fans or not, no one's going to be sitting in the second row.
But where people sit has nothing to do with how big a fan they are. It has to do with what they could afford.
Well, then take the fan thing away. If you're down in the second row and you're sitting and everyone else is standing, it's kind of stupid.
Say that again?
If you're down in the second row and everyone is standing up and you're sitting down and you're pissed because people are in your way, then you need to move.
But isn't it the same thing? Well, wait a minute. Doesn't that person have the right to, then why wouldn't your argument hold the same? That person has a right to watch the concert.
Well, it kind of does stay the same because I'm saying you should go with the the populace in that area, and down front it would be standing most of the time.
I mean, I'm uncomfortable being the only one standing because I'm too too self-conscious.
You're a target, definitely.
But now, and by the way, I'm not that I'm saying there isn't other types of behavior at concerts.
Yeah, we're just talking about the standing issue
not
now.
Rude. I mean, there were people sitting behind us who thought that it was okay to carry on loud conversations as long as there were no songs being played. Like in fact, at one point when Paul starts talking about his tribute to John, this freaking chick behind is yelling at her friend, where did she get her shoes?
Yeah.
I'm like, and finally 3 of us turned around and said, hey, shut up.
All right, let's go to Don. Hey, Don, what's going on?
Hey, I believe there should be some type of unspoken concert etiquette. As far as I went to the Creed concert last year and got stuck up in nosebleed seats.
Right.
And I paid $55. And if the music moves me to stand occasionally, then I feel like that I should have that right.
You should have the right to stand?
Right, correct.
But you should also, in my opinion, accept the responsibility if you're in the minority and blocking people, that people are going to throw crap at you.
But
that's security.
Okay,
you
don't
bought
say
the tickets, or your seat.
No,
it's your seat
I see
for
it
the
happen
night.
all the time.
Yeah, but the throwing things, I mean, you're advocating people
I'm
throwing
not advocating.
things at people.
I'm saying that you accept the responsibility that could happen.
Well, but those people
I see
should
it happen all the time.
Okay, but those people will eventually get thrown out. The people who are throwing stuff.
Not necessarily. You can't see where it came from.
If they're caught, they will be thrown out.
Sure
Nobody's going to
will.
get thrown out for standing.
I don't think you're going to a rock concert. People are not going to sit down.
At the same token,
Sometimes
you
they
accept
do.
that responsibility when you're in the middle of a mosh pit and you get a beer spilled on you.
Absolutely.
You take those chances when you go to a concert.
Well,
I agree with you on
pit's
that.
kind of
Different.
obvious, yeah.
If you're near the pit, but I still say it's a majority rule in my opinion. If I'm the one guy who's sitting and everyone else is standing, that's my problem.
I think that it's every man for himself. If you want to stand, you should be able to stand at a concert. And if you go to a concert, you know that you may have a real big fan in front of you, like a Leslie Fram, who is going to be standing up.
Party.
There's more to this story you don't want to miss. And it resumes right after this brief break.
This is the best of the Morning X
on 99X.